We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys. Happy Wednesday to you. Hi, I'm Stuttering Craig. Good to see you guys. We are live, ready to go on this wonderful hump day. Joining us, as always, the wonderful Blabs. Hello, Blabs. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Happy Wednesday. Took me a second to realize what day it is, but honestly, the days have been flying this week. I don't know if that's the same for you, but for me, it's like whoosh.
It's been like whoosh. Yes,
Whoosh.
for sure. Yes, it has been a quick week coming back from a little bit of vacay.
Yep.
We are back. When I say vacation, just more like a break, just a decompression,
Detox.
if you will. But here we are. Yes, a detox. Hey, someone who needs no detox, but man, is looking great. Joining us this wonderful Wednesday, it's Arch.
Hi.
I don't know if I don't need a detox. The temperature and the humidity has been awful around here.
Arch, legit question. How big are those weights behind you?
Large enough.
What does that
What
mean?
does that? What, no. What does that mean?
They definitely look more like more than 2 pounds. Ooh, holy shit, what are those?
Sizable.
Oh, all right.
Arch, you look like
Well, we
you're
have
getting-
a metric for
you're getting
Arch now. He says that
There you
size
go.
is sizable.
sizable. Hey, there we go. Nice. Well, congratulations, Arch, on your girth.
Oh, girth. Yes. No, I actually, the new camera, this one doesn't randomly derp my PC, which is nice. But I feel like Hassan Piker now as my head feebles missize to the rest of my body.
You do have tiny head. You do have a little bit of tiny head going on.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
It's just the angle of the camera. But do us a favor.
We'll blame
please,
the angle.
yeah. Never equate yourself to Hassan Piker of all things. That dude, bro.
True. It's a little bit self-denigrating.
You know, the one thing I don't get about that dude is I don't understand how you can go from having this bit of total dude bro, right? He's like, hey, let's get that pussy. And then totally change to like, yo, women's rights. What's going on? Like, how can people not see the total fabrication that guy has thrown down over the duration of his online content career? I just don't get it. Blaz, can you provide an example as to why he's like that, or why people are so gullible?
Because it's the internet. There.
Yeah.
I hope that helps.
I gotta be honest, Arch, I would love, nothing would make me happier is if you did, if you were like a dude bro, and you did the Hassan Piker dude bro thing. I think that'd be like your bro tips. I think that'd be awesome.
I'm pretty sure I'm physically incapable of that. Yeah,
I mean,
almost certain.
I gotta be honest. The dude bro stuff I think would be spectacular if you were to take his old dude bro clips. I'm trying to find them real quick and see if we can. And they may have been annexed from the internet here, but I'm just saying I think it would be quite exciting for you
I
to.
don't know, most of these like dude bros don't even have women in real life or have like failed relationships. So
Was it because his
Bit weird
his
to
name
follow
was the Brofessor?
Yikes.
Oh my gosh! Good God Almighty, that's amazing. Well, we do have one professor joining us today, as always, twisting and tweaking on the back end. Everyone say hi to Phoenix. Hi, Phoenix.
Hi, Phoenix.
Yo, what up,
Phoenix.
dogs? It's your bro, Sid Phoenix. Nice to be here. Thank you. I always appreciate being here. Thank you.
I don't want to.
Brosif?
Yeah.
I guess he's the dude bro of the group.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
I wanted to start punching the wall right now.
Yeah,
after you said
yeah.
that. It's
Never do that
disgusting.
again. That was about as bad as the boot.
All right, on it. Check.
Just absolutely disgusting. All right. Also disgusting is our ridiculously great run sheet today. We have a lot to talk about. I'll tell you this right now. Yesterday's Grok AI little companion thing. Today I'm going to introduce Arch to the most feverish, crazy, sexual being that AI has ever created. And Arch, I can't wait for you to meet Annie.
I don't know. I did research on AI Companions like a year ago where I came across one which was titled The Hung Latino Gangsters Outside the Local Store. So
The Hung. Wow, good for them. Way to go,
I've seen some
champs.
shit already.
Well, I'll tell you what, but we're going to have a conversation with Annie live on the show today, and it could get really, really hot. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that. In addition, we have, we do have some casting today. Casting news, obviously, judging by today's thumbnail, Legend of Zelda has been cast. They have thrown out the casting for both Link and Zelda a good 2 years in advance, and I think there's a pretty good reason for that. We'll get to that in a little later. Spoiler, does not have a penis, which is great. Also doesn't have a penis. Supergirl, the Supergirl movie has been officially announced for next year, which is excellent. Mortal Kombat 2 gets a trailer tomorrow, which is very good. So a lot of movie stuff today. But of course, we do have a little bit of video game news today when it comes to Donkey Kong Bonanza reviews. I know, Arch, you're chomping at the bit. You can't wait to learn about that with your PC Master Race.
Isn't that the monkey that did a collab with Belle Delphine at some point?
It is a monkey. I can't confirm or deny any collabs that the said monkey has done over the past little bit. So there's that. We're going to get into a little YouTube talk, as well as Elmo has officially apologized for some of the ridiculous statements that Elmo has said. I also have this little tidbit here about paranormal stuff. We're going to be all over the place today. Did you see the note about the paranormal investigator who died this morning?
No, I heard the US government was teasing aliens again, so I'm presuming they did something wrong somewhere.
Well, we'll get into that a little bit. I'm very intrigued by this story. So glad you've joined us today. We were talking about YouTube before the show started, and Arch said that the new algorithm, and by the way, whatever Arch says is God.
Law.
So we're just gonna put it there. Arch, can you tell everybody why they need to hit the thumbs up button?
Well, because everybody's been wondering what the hell's going on. Because I think everyone I've talked to is like, what is this new algorithm? So one leading theory now is that apparently, unless you like the video or you comment, YouTube just won't count your view as engagement. And so it'll massively de-rank the video. So like, subscribe, leave a comment.
That's crazy. The idea that your view just doesn't count unless you like or comment a video. So keep that in mind as you guys move forward. If you want to count, according to YouTube, you have to like the video. So let's go get ourselves a little like spike right now and drive those rookie numbers up. So yes, we'll see how this goes. Thank you very much for the subscription notice on the bottom. Hey, quick heads up. We have a wonderful sale. I don't really know how to say it. We got a great promo going on over at Side Scrollers Plus right now, where you can join for your first month for only $1. Use promo code $, and join us over at sidescrollersplus.com. Look at that. That's great little sound effects right there. That's production value, friends, and that's what we're here to deliver for you guys. So use promo code $, to get a free, get your first month for only $1. You can see all the wonderful partners that we have right now, including the series right there. Use that promo code $, open up a new window, join us. We had a bunch of people join us yesterday. We love for you guys. We're closing in on 1,000+ members, which is spectacular. And we'd love to hit that like this week. So hop in, give us a try for a month for $1, and see how it goes. In addition, today after the show, Blabs and Kirsche will be playing Rumble Roses, which is very cool, happening today at 2 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. So very shortly after the show, you guys want some fun video game content. It's going to be great. So join for just $1 and you'll be able to watch that this afternoon at 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. Blabs and Kirsche playing the sexy Rumble Roses game.
Good luck.
All right, Blabs, you said we need we still need to get some information from some subathons here. Subathon winners?
Yeah, so I don't know where you guys have been hiding these last few days, but I need Mo, Lester, Zero Night, Captain EO, and Tinley. The rest of you guys, I have your contact information. I need you guys to hit me up either email or on Twitter DMs. I need you somehow to be able to contact you so we can get your super sexy Stalin games to you.
Okay, there we go. We always like to start the show with Today in Gaming History. So, Blabs, please fill us in on your wonderful list today.
Okay. All right, everybody. July 16th, Tomba was released in 1998. You have, I don't even, listen, I've never heard this game until the other day. Bricks of Egypt 2, Tears of the Pharaohs was released in 2006.
There better have been nothing on that list to choose
There really
that.
wasn't. There really wasn't, man.
Like
and
Mario
then
Brothers
Time
2.
and Eternity was released on this day in 2013.
Bricks of fucking
Ta-da!
Egypt too.
Yeah, not even just Bricks of Egypt 1.
Well, that was a
Egypt
far
2.
superior one, of course.
I mean, outside of Tomba, that's the only game that I've heard of. But some noticeable games that maybe I might have heard of include Jurassic Park 3, the DNA Factor for the Game Boy Advance. Okay, sounds good. Obviously, NCAA football, that's a big deal. All Pro Football 2K8. If memory serves correctly, and I may be wrong about this, but I believe that was the last football game. No. That did not have the NFL license. No.
Didn't you just say that yesterday too? Is that like the reoccurring gag? Every football game was the last one?
Well, there was one. I don't remember what the last football game was that had the NFL license to it before Madden had exclusivity to it, which ruined the NFL experience. Anyways, other games, Dynasty Warriors 8 over here. And someone's going to get upset about Shin Megami Tensei 4 for the 3DS not being included as well. So there you go. You got Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle for Android and iOS. Yeah, today. Oh, there you go. And Pokken Tournament of all things.
The arcade version.
Yes.
Keep talking, nobody explodes. I've seen that on YouTube.
Not a bad game.
Yeah, that was kind of a viral thing for a little bit
On the
for
Oculus.
Oculus. Yeah. Okay, that was viral. Remember when everyone was really excited about Oculus, and then it just kind of died.
10 years ago. I don't like being reminded of my mortality quite so frequently.
Happens every day. You're gonna be reminded of your mortality really, really quick, Arch, today on today's show, especially when we get to the casting of the Zelda stuff.
That's true. We are officially closer to 2050 now than we are 2020.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, did Craig freeze? Oh, no, okay.
No.
He's
we're
just upset.
taking in what Arch was saying.
We're
It's
all
not
upset.
insulting.
We're getting dangerously close to where all fiction, like we're getting past all fiction future dates. You know how like everything was like 2042, whatever? We're getting like way into the future now. Terrifying.
Cyberpunk 2016.
I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Don't even know what we're doing. I will tell you this. I do appreciate MPAWS coming in with the 10 euro money. Says,
What? Okay,
hey, Craig, hope
we
you
need
and
to
your
talk about
family
this
had a
real
sweet
fast.
July
Craig. You
4th.
keep like breaking up there, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I think that is. Remember we talked about just a little behind the scenes action, the
Yeah.
increase of quality.
Yeah,
That
Craig is like coming in and out with the voice. Hello.
Well, bring us back down there, Phoenix.
I'll try. Okay. You can keep going.
Blabs, go and read this off then.
Okay, it's Empos says, "Hey Craig, hope you and the family had a sweet July 4th. May I recommend the game for the King of the Couch Halloween edition, Spooky Chase. By the way, Blabs is fired. She skimmed over my Rumble chat on Monday. No, I didn't. Did I? I'm sorry if I missed it. We're playing with new settings, so if I missed something, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. Promise you. Okay, thank you very much. And pause. Crazy Bat Ninja says, did you hear about that one character from Nier that stirred up a lot of controversy? I think she has to be something special to anger all the gaming journals.
Hey, bada boomie.
That's funny. Okay, and Jack the Outcast says, "Hey Arch, heard of a site called Nightweave? They sell cloaks. I might get one. And Godspeed."
Hey, speaking of, what the hell happened to Cloak Day? You guys were so excited. I bought a cloak.
No, this is Arch's fault. He's melting.
Yes, it's 30 degrees outside and 100% humidity.
He'll come back in the wintertime, okay?
Okay.
In the wintertime.
All right. I need to find. Oh, I know where my cloak is. I know
where.
It's in my closet. Exactly where all cloaks should be.
That's another one of those times I'm going to ask you. Did you ever expect to hear in your life that you would be saying, "My cloak is in the closet"? Did you ever?
No.
Ever enough?
Wasn't on my bingo card. Was not.
And Jason says Dan Rivera died on July 13th.
It's a damn shame for Dan.
And Commenter Fan says, so Arch, what does that mean for people who watch YouTube on Roku or Google TV where commenting is made much harder, or is it a playlist of music?
Well, we don't know precisely what it means yet, but amongst other things, it means that streams get dicked even harder because it doesn't count the comments in the stream itself, only the comments on the VOD. So, yeah.
Well, that's fun. Good stuff. That'll be great for our channel.
Oh yeah, if anything, instead of watching on YouTube these days, find any alternative, honestly.
That said, they'll
probably treat you better.
Yes, with that said, I'd like to remind you guys, we are live over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. You guys can join us over there. We also are live over at kick.com/sidescrollers and twitch.tv/Stuttering Craig. So please join us wherever you like. And the most important place is obviously sidescrollersplus.com. Use promo code $. Get your first month for only $1. Also, thank you very much, Phoenix, right there. Silo full of Cool Ranch Doritos says, if Arch became a dude bro, he would be pushing a questionable workout supplement and shady online course called Crushing Betas to become an alpha.
Well, at least if I went the eugenics path of dietary supplements and pills and steroids, I'd be sticking a bit with my original style as the more intellectual. So, but then again, I'd also become like, other people in the 40K sphere pushing unironic steroids. So I don't want to do that.
I was talking about unironic steroids, the male testosterone supplementation stuff. We were talking about that. I kind of brought it up a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week or so ago. There's a lot of people who are in our community who do it on a day-to-day basis, and they swear by it. Now, it's not like super steroids. It's just like a tiny little bit, and it's meant to kind of bump your testosterone levels up as you get older and stuff. I've always heard about this, and I've always been like, I don't really want to put that in my body, But a lot of people like really swear by that stuff. I don't know. Archie, I'm sure you have some hot thoughts on it.
Well, testosterone's probably... The thing is, we all occasionally need supplements. In Norway, for example, we actually add in vitamin D into, the water supply because we live in a place where there's no sun. And so that's necessary. Testosterone, we are seeing record levels of testosterone falling for a variety of reasons in men. So it might simply, at this point, be viewed as a simple dietary supplement. Though bear you in mind, testosterone, an excess of testosterone, can also lead to illnesses. So everything in moderation, as they say.
Yes, and tiny penises, apparently, if you have too much testosterone, which seems like the opposite thing. You would think that your wee-wee would just get massive the more testosterone you have.
Well, that'll help me get it down to a normal size.
Oh, there you go, Phoenix. Thank you. That's good to hear. Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate your bravery on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you.
Fighting with that monster in your pants.
That's what I call it, yes.
Speaking of monster in pants, Denarian came in with the 10, says this 17 degrees Celsius heat wave is out of control. I hear Norway's got even worse. Hope Arch is okay. By the way, I keep count of how many poppies you owe me till Phoenix get this straightened out. We're up to 2 so far. Hey, Tenarian, guess what? Poppy's here.
Should I?
Yeah.
Do we owe it? Okay.
Yes.
There we go. There's Poppy for you.
Poppy!
Yay. All right. There you go, Tenarian. And then followed up with says, Tombo was a good pick, Blabs. Time and Eternity wasn't a great game, but it was unique. It was pretty unique in the time that it was a 3D game, but with 2D characters. So it must have been a nightmare to draw the characters from all those angles. Thanks,
Don't
Tenarian.
forget Egypt of pharaohs, bricks, whatever it was, too.
That's right. Don't forget
I'm
about
hoping
that
we
one.
see a lot of subs because of that. They're like, finally, someone mentioned Egypt too.
Yeah, right.
like,
They
yeah.
praised that game.
And finally, Commodore fan came in, says, at work, but glanced at the news on the TV from my clients, and it looks like another Pokemon card heist from a game store worth over $100,000.
Yep. So we were going to talk about it yesterday, but we didn't have time. It is in the run sheet for today, so hopefully we get to it.
Oh, that's nice. And Josh just says, appreciate you. No, Josh.
So nice.
Hey,
Thank you.
we appreciate you, dude. Thank you
Not
very
you,
much.
Craig. He's talking about
Oh.
us.
Archie appreciates you.
Yeah.
He does, as he should.
As he should. There we go. All right.
Real fast, let me get this one on plus. Aramis,
Yes.
for one, says there's escalating all social platforms, Craig. Same thing with Rumble with their updated requirements this month. Have a great day, everyone. Also, hey, Blabs. Hey. I guess no hey for the rest of the panel. It's just me.
What happened? I'm sorry. What happened at Rumble? Well, there's an update or something?
Didn't they update their requirements for some sort of creator partnership?
They're probably talking about the premium creators. That
Well,
Yeah.
they have a creator partnership. I don't really know exactly what that.
I think they upped the requirements. I saw something about it, but I didn't look too far into it.
Okay, well, that's cool. I'm sure we'll dig into that a little bit more. Let's hit our Montez goal today. I'm glad you guys are joined us. Once again, hit the thumbs up big button, because if you don't, apparently your view doesn't count over here on YouTube. I don't know what to tell you. It's just the way it goes. So hit the thumbs up. Also comment, not just in the chat, but also down in the comments section, because YouTube. Tenarian also says, I only played the first Egypt. Sorry. Thanks for Poppy. You got it, Tenarian. Thank you for delivering us Poppy on a day-to-day basis. Appreciate that. That is spectacular. All right, let's get into it, friends. We got some hard news. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It is time for hard news. Now, when the day comes and we do decide to bring Arch to the United States of America, we will expose him to all the greatness that is the food of America, the food that is slowly debilitating us, removing our testosterone, and killing us ever so slowly. Arch, we can't wait to bring you over to give you some of that good stuff.
That is like the one thing, as a Euro poor, I can actually argue that we've got undeniably better. Our food health standards are just better.
Well, what about this? The KFC fried pickles coming to the menu. Let's go. Thoughts on the pickle first and foremost, let alone have you had a fried pickle, Arch?
The pickle is the devil's fruit, and I still don't understand why people put it on anything.
I'm kind of, listen, Phoenix agrees. I'm with you on that. I don't do pickles on anything. We've had a long-standing discussion about pickles on the show. Blabs is a pickle champion.
I like pickles.
We know, Blabs. It's been well established a long time ago. You love yourself some pickles.
Oh no, it's great. Sometimes I use capers, and sometimes I use pickles. I like them both. But I will say, I have never had like a fried pickle that was cut up and round, right? Like it's always been like the long way.
What?
Fried pickle. I've never, like you know how this photo is showing everything circular. I've never had that before. I've always just had like the long slice, and it was like cut that way of a fried pickle. Never.
No one eats it that way. No one.
Yeah,
Maybe-
literally,
yeah,
like
no one.
zero people have.
But
eaten
that's
the
how
fried
I
pickle.
literally had it at a restaurant. So
No, it doesn't count. Like that, literally,
Okay.
that restaurant is void. Literally,
Are they
All
still
right.
open?
They
probably
are.
closed
They
down.
are. They're a really good restaurant. It's pretty
Poppycock.
famous in one area.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying. That's ridiculous.
All right.
But this is truly the only way to eat the fried pickle. Even though I don't even eat fried pickle, I've had.
So wait a second. So you don't even like pickles. You don't even enjoy pickles, but you're telling me how to eat the pickle.
Yes, because I do enjoy the fry.
I
enjoy
feel like
the
there's an
fry.
innuendo here that we could use about like. Anyway, it's fine.
No, Blabs, you're the one over here talking about eating pickles the long way.
But like, see what I'm saying here? You're telling me how to do it. This is weird. Anyway, I'm just saying I've never seen it cut up circular.
Look, hath not seen in the chat. Fried zucchini greater than fried pickles. 1,000%.
Oh, I do love me some zucchini. Mm.
Fried. Now I have had the fried zucchini the long way. I have had.
Of course you have.
But Arch, as we dilly-dally about the dill here, well, what are your thoughts on the fried pickle itself? Sorry, I'm crack myself up there.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Arch, your thoughts on the fried pickle? Would you be willing to have said fried pickle when you ultimately make your way to America?
No.
That was really subtle. No.
What if it? What if it was? What if it was cut the long way, Arch?
Listen, my chat is trying to get me to eat curry. They're currently working to raise $5,000 to make me do that.
I love curry. How do you not like curry?
This isn't even close to that.
Do you
this
even
is way
like
worse.
food, or do you just eat like mush?
Potatoes.
Like a puree
no,
of a smoothie?
mush is the worst thing. Potatoes, solid food, separated.
Do you eat like a bird and you just like eat like slush or something?
Slush.
Yes, slush. That's it.
It needs to be the
Perfect.
opposite
Because
of
birds
slush.
eat like their mom's chewed up food, and so it's like, what do you eat, man?
I do think it's a funny imagery thinking of Arch's mom. Arch's mom eating her
Baby birding.
and baby birding. And Arch down there like, hey.
Wait, okay, genuine question, Arch. Do you like chocolate?
Yes,
What kind of chocolate?
the solid kind.
Huh? Right. So like most of them are solid, unless you're talking about like spreads, like for example Nutella. But do you even like Nutella?
Is that the one with the
It's a
nuts
spread.
in it?
It's the overrated one. That one.
Yeah.
That one. Oh,
I mean, there's. I'm just giving that example because that's probably one of the most famous ones. But how about peanut butter? Do you like peanut butter?
No, we don't
What?
have that here.
Huh?
Yeah, peanut butter is an unknown concept in Europe. That's pretty much uniquely
That's a
the
lie,
American thing.
dude. You can find peanut butter in Europe. Come on. This is the 21st
I like that you're telling him about his
century.
home. No, you don't.
This is something weird you Americans came up with. Like, let's make this smudge thing. Like, no, we don't do that.
Yeah. Look, okay, Ike is from Switzerland. He's like, that is bullshit, Arch.
So Switzerland isn't a proper country.
They're so neutral, preposterous. They're not real.
They're not real. Any of that you probably just imported from America. Plus,
Right,
remember, Norway has like 100% tariffs on anything we import food-wise.
Which is why you should just come on over and we'll just feed you all the food and you should
Like a
try
baby
it
bird.
out. Yes, like
Okay, wait. I really
hold
want.
on.
Okay, wait. We need to talk about this real fast. What does it look like in the day of Arch eating food? Like, walk us through your like a daily food for you.
Well, I have frozen pizza and hamburgers.
Oh, for fuck's sake! So you are an American.
Frozen pizza is like the Norwegian national dish at this point.
I don't ever get on your high horse again, Arch. You can't wake up and be like, I eat frozen pizzas and hamburgers on a day. like what?
But don't worry, he's got his weight set. Everything's fine.
Ours are proper, not stuffed full of like seed oils and various things like you Americans do.
Okay, you know that's fair. His is probably a lot more natural. That's fair.
Arch, you're halfway there to being an American. That's all I'm saying. If you're waking up every day and having frozen pizza and hamburgers, like you're there, dude.
It's true, but occasionally I vary it with like grilled cheese and bacon and eggs.
Okay, hold on. You're an 8-year-old. That's the thing. You're an
You-
8-year-old
you ha- you
American.
don't-
Well,
Craig,
yes,
he's worse than Craig for like
the
eating
diabetic
food.
diet.
I am an adult. I can choose to eat
child
fucking
form?
ice cream for breakfast, and I damn well will.
I appreciate your adamant nature of this. Now you will have ice cream, you will have frozen pizzas, you will have hamburgers, but you refuse to have
A pickle.
the fried pickle.
Yeah.
Eat the pickle, Arch.
Like your understanding of a hamburger and ours, like I was forced to eat Burger King whilst I was traveling back from Germany, and it reminded me how sad of a nation America is. Like you don't even understand what meat is half the time. Oh.
I feel like this is an episode of the Pink Panther. Hamburger.
I don't think you understand. The one thing I've learned about in my travels overseas is that y'all don't understand flavor. There's this thing called salt.
Craig, you don't Oh my god, this is so rich coming from Craig. He's like, let's just put salt on everything and call it a day. Like,
are we gonna do this?
Dude, I feel like the most cultural heroes, myself and Phoenix at this point.
Oh, okay.
For
Listen
food?
to Blabs,
Yeah.
Miss Culture over here.
When it comes to food, I think so. Arch doesn't do curry. Craig hates pickles, mayonnaise, cheese, salami, probably. Like, what do you two eat? God, we're surrounded by birds, Phoenix.
I like salami. Blabs, talk to me when you try something like Olive Garden. Please, just
That's
try
not
it.
food! That's plastic!
No, it's food, Blabs. That's
It's
eaten by
family
millions of
home
people.
cooked meals.
Birds.
That's
Phoenix,
right,
whose side
Phoenix.
are you on? Phoenix, watch yourself.
I will always be on Olive Garden's side.
Oh,
Always.
This is stupid.
Yes, Arch, what were you going to say before Miss Priss got over here and started letting us know
I
how...
actually do have to defend Craig's position a little bit, as I do occasionally eat hamburger without salt or anything on it. I just
plain hamburger?
Yeah,
Just
the meat.
you like just meat, eh?
Mm.
By itself, nothing else.
And this whole conversation started over fried pickles from KFC. I just want to point that out. But there will be a day, Arch, where you come over and we just slowly kill you with fried pickles and various, possibly white gravy, perhaps chicken fried steak, just all sorts of things that are fried.
We have white gravy. We put it on fish balls.
No, you don't.
No idea.
No, you
Fish
don't.
balls.
No.
They're meatballs, but with fish.
Yeah,
They taste awful.
So fish balls.
At least you can admit it. That's good.
For 1 minute, I thought you were saying that fish had balls, and I got very excited. But,
He's like, wow, what a revelation. Wait. What is
Hey,
what kind
Wolf
of
and Wings
fish?
came in with
Wait.
the tent.
What kind of fish do you use to make balls?
Whatever nobody else wants. You know when they make the proper fish, like they fillet it, etc., and they sell it out. Well, whatever's left on the floor is then just like scraped together and made into little balls and sold.
Sounds like a hot dog.
Kind of.
Yeah, sounds like a hot dog. Wolf and Wing says fried pickles and mushrooms are the superior fried snack. That's wrong, Wolf and Wings. Fencer says Hunter Schafer isn't Zelda, and that's all that matters to me. I have a meme cast for Ganondorf and Terry Crews. He'd have the Triforce of Power. Thank you, Fencer. Gabriel says Blabs eats pickles the long way. Dave says,
I mean, how else are you gonna do it?
Fried, chopped up. Dave says the man who eats rotting fish heads. That's right.
We do on occasion do that, although we prefer sheep heads.
Oh, that's where things get weird, apparently. Yeah. Modest Rat says, "Hey, bada bing! How's my favorite crew doing? If you bring Arch to the U.S., bring him to Phoenix, the city, not the guy sitting next to you. Would make great content to have him liquefy in the sun. Arrivederci. Thank you so much, Modest."
At least you don't have that high humidity over there, I hope. Because I live like with a river underneath me and a swamp above me, and the humidity's murderous.
Y'all don't have air conditioners, right? Is that the idea? You're not allowed to have them, right?
We have one, but it's in the living room a long way that away. So all I have here is a fan.
Okay.
Ruddy says, Blab's food shaming is making us uncomfortable.
Good.
Gabriel
I'm glad.
Does Blabs eat bananas with peanut smudge?
Peanut butter smudge and bananas? I mean, if I do want a sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yes.
Sandwich.
I do feel at times Blabs needs to put her pinky up as she says words. like
I
specific
haven't
words.
done that in quite a long time, though. Like a peanut butter banana sandwich. This has not happened in a very long time. Sandwich.
It's like what we were talking about yesterday, where people just change their dialect when they're speaking. Blabs over here and we're like, "Hey, bada bing, a matzamule, a sandwich."
Sandwich.
Ranger George says, "Sorry, Blabs, but peanut butter isn't a real thing."
It is totally a thing. It's the 21st century. It's there. It's just not very common, I guess.
Or you can just trust the European. That's
Literally
next to you.
Switzerland plays, aka Ike is from Switzerland saying we have peanut butter.
Yes, but it may not be a real peanut butter. That's all. That's all.
It's
So
probably a
it's
lot
not
healthier,
Europe.
nutritious, yeah. Not this skippy shit.
Cenarian says, "It occurs to me that I've had all kinds of fermented meats, puffins, whales, and dolphins, but I've never had a pickle in my life. I partially back up Arch. Here in the Nordic countries, at least, peanut butter doesn't exist, but it's pretty rare. Or it does exist, but it's pretty rare." There you go. It's
Yeah,
rare.
you'd need to go to like a specialty store that carries like American trash, basically.
Have you had peanut butter before?
No.
Okay. I
Could
think
you
we
imagine-
need to give it a try. And he
Yeah,
just wants to live here now.
Could you imagine Arch having it and treating it like a dog, where he's just like smacking it? Because if you give peanut butter to a dog, that's what happens. It's awesome.
Because the dog understands it's not food. Like a dog is willing to eat other dogs' turd, and even it's like, no.
Oh my God. Tenarian says, as somebody who works in the fish industry, it's mostly cod and haddock that get turned into fish balls. They don't have the posture to become fish fingers, you see. I've suddenly craving sheephead. Thanks, Arch. The cheek and the eyes are the best.
They are. No, the cheek definitely, because they're the only like meaty parts. The eyes are an acquired taste.
Well, Tenarian apparently loves the fish eye. Yum. Guy Rice says, y'all need to eat Persian food, rice, kebabs, lamb shanks.
Oh
It's
my
Middle
God,
Eastern
yes.
food by people who actually know how to make actual
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, Persian food is awesome. I love Persian food.
And here's Andy says, here's my my $001. Great content. It says 40 cents, Andy, to Flipper. Thanks for your 40 cents, which will now be cut down to roughly 17 by the time taxes are done, which is great.
I smell a raise for Blabs, huh? You're good.
Mike Short says, FYI, Sonic came out with the pickle slushy. Apparently, I didn't learn my lesson from Popeyes. Learn my lesson after Popeyes pickle lemonade incident. I tried and my body regretted everything again. I know, Bike Shorts. Don't do pickle slushies. That's a horrible idea.
Yes.
Some Ugly says Olive Garden equals Applebee's in accent. Disappointing. Listen, there's Applebee's is America's favorite neighbor. That is their slogan.
That doesn't mean jack shit.
You can have riblets. All you can eat riblets, Blabs.
Yeah, but they probably don't even taste good. So like,
Haven't you heard of comfort food? Like that's what all these things are. It's just
No, they're
American
not comfort food. They're like mess up your tummy food.
Which makes you feel comfort while you're eating it.
No, it doesn't. It literally makes you feel horrible. Like you're gonna die.
Nah, it makes you feel great. While you're eating it, you're like, this is so good. Then the next day, you're like, oh,
screaming shits. Yeah,
it's horrible.
Oh, look, you're making Arch cry.
Arch,
I
I'm
am
so
having
sorry.
small bugs kamikaze themselves into my eyeballs.
Oh no! They made their way around the glasses into your eyes.
They do that.
Wow, they want to eat your eyes just like Tenerife eats the fish eyes over there. All right, let's go talk about.
Hang on. This never showed up, I guess, before we went live. But Marksman for 10 says Footfish has failed. Craig, pass on Leaflift's Connect info to Arch so she can be invited for Saturday the Gen stream. Also, Arch is gonna play My Little Dictator. You should see trailer. It's a SFW game.
Oh,
okay.
Sounds great, Arch. Sounds like something you.
Thanks, Marksman for 10.
My Little Dictator is the game that you're going to be playing.
Yep, chat funded that. So now we're playing My Little Dictator.
All right, good for you. Congratulations. Well, this is the run sheet simply says Arch wants to talk about wombats. Arch,
He put it in the private chat right before we went live.
Well, what I wanted to talk about was My Little Pony, but the one I sent to Blabs was the wombat because I mean,
Listen,
I think
put the
everyone will
ponies,
just
too.
become happier if they look at the wombat.
Well, let's take a look at the wombat.
dangerous animal on this planet.
This is a wombat here that we're staring at here. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
look at it. It's adorable. It's massively overweight.
That is a big fat wombat right there. Correct.
That looks like a pet. We need those. Those need to be legal to own.
Arch, I don't know. Like, I got to be honest. That does seem like a very arch animal.
I want one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Blabs, would you like a wombat?
I actually did when I was a kid. I wanted one, but it kind of grew out of the phase. I was like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It
There's
looks
this
like
really
the
cute
kind of
book
creature that communicates by sneezing at you, like.
Okay.
There's this really cute book. I think it probably is from Australia. It's like a little children's book. It's about a wombat, and that's why I really wanted a wombat as a kid. It was one of my favorite books.
Okay.
Fun fact: the guy who invented the platypus was like mocked by all of the natural scientists. Like, no way, that doesn't exist. You made that up, you shit.
That is an interesting fact. But what about the wombat? Has the guy ever?
No,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
they accepted the wombat. It's just an overweight marsupial.
Okay. All right, nice. Well, there you go. We have our latest news on the wombat. I didn't know the wombat was that big. I thought it was a very a small thing.
Well, it's huge.
But apparently,
I want to put a little
much-
Jewish hat on it, just right on top of his head.
Oh, I wish I had a button for that.
why do you want to do that, Arch?
I don't know.
yarmulke.
It would look great. I don't know why. It was something that occurred to me right now, and I'm like, that would look perfect on it.
A little yarmulke? You want a little
Yeah.
yarmulke on
little
it?
adorable yarmulke
Yes.
on him.
That would look great on the wombat.
All right, chat, go ahead, go crazy. If you can please tweet at Archcast over on X your pictures of wombats with yarmulkes, please. That'd be outstanding. There's your. Maybe we'll pull some of those up a little bit later on, please. Include me on those tweets. Actually, don't include me on those tweets.
Well, you don't want to see the shalombat.
Hey, hey, Barabumi, let's go. All right, nice. That is wonderful. Okay, let's play we have a game for you guys. We always love to look at auctions, and we have a big auction coming up. Darth Vader's original don't share my screen just yet.
I'm not.
Phoenix, okay? Darth Vader's original lightsaber is going up for sale at auction, Arch. Okay. This is a very big point of history here. This is a huge movie prop. You can go ahead and share my screen now there, Phoenix, if you like. This is what it looks like. You can see it's very worn here, right? I'd also like to point out, Arch, that it does not actually have a light that shoots out of it. This is you're literally buying this piece of metal and plastic here, okay? But this was used in the Star Wars movies as Darth Vader's lightsaber here, okay? All right, this is going up for auction. Arch, let's play the Price is Right game. Here we go. It's time to find out, Arch. What do you think? How much do you think the price for the Darth Vader original lightsaber will fetch at auction? What is the going rate for this right now?
Okay, what was his name again? So Darth Vader, of course, was played by two actors. Well, played by one actor and voiced by another.
David Prowse.
Yep.
Yeah, David Prowse was the guy, and the voice was
James Earl Jones.
Thank you. Yes. So you've got double-sided history there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got all the drama with Prowse not being told that they dub over his voice. You've got, of course, it being Star Wars, which is enormous in and of itself. You've got the fact that it's worn, which only adds to the value. Original movie prop, even more value. Like, we got to be talking millions, surely.
How many? Give me a number here as we play the Price is Right game here.
$2 million?
$2 million is in the price range because it is currently being offered and predicted to fetch up to $3 million.
$3 million
for that right there.
Wow.
For this freaking thing, $3 million.
Phoenix is like, sign me up. Where do I put my down payment?
I'm just short about 3 million, but I think we could get this.
But in addition to this movie prop, there's actually another prop up for grabs here, Phoenix. I don't know if you saw the next one that's available, but there's also Indiana Jones bullwhip, whip holster, and belt from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade are also up for auction, guys. So does anybody have any value in the bullwhip from Indiana Jones?
250,000.
Yeah, quarter million, half maybe, because that's nowhere near Star Wars level style stuff.
Okay, Blabs.
I've seen these.
Oh, okay. Well, Indiana Jones prop is up for grabs right here, and it is listed at $250,000 to $500,000 US here. So this is crafted by David Morgan, the whip maker who worked across the first 3 Indiana Jones movie. The prop is 8 foot long. Yes, features only minimal damage from on-set use right here. There it is, the beautiful, wonderful bull whip, if you will. I listen as a big fan of Indiana Jones. I think I'll put in my own bid of $2.50 for this, but whatever. Pretty awesome stuff. Now there will be more here, as this comes from PropStoreAuction.com. As there's going to be considerably more. These are just the first couple that have been put in here. Darth Vader's lightsaber with Allen bolts for dueling scenes from The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi right here. Like I said, estimated $1 million to $3 million. It says the prop was made from a British press camera flash handle. It was converted to a lightsaber prop with the addition of dressing components such as plastic grips, small electrical wires, and a circuit board with magnifying bubbles from a calculator right there. So fun stuff.
That's actually a cool part of Star Wars story, how they improvised all of the various weapons and stuff from just scrap they had lying around, more or less.
Yeah, and it makes sense because there's you don't really see it. It's somebody literally holding it the entire time. So it just needs to look cool from a distance. So
yep.
It doesn't need to be super detailed. And I think you go back and you look at that prop from the original lightsaber, and it actually, I'd say it's far more detailed than I actually thought that it would be. You go in and look at this over here, Phoenix, and you can see that's pretty damn cool looking. It's probably the value of it when it was created was probably $6, and now it's going for $3 million. So question for you guys, is there a movie prop, and question for you, chat, is there a movie prop that you guys would pay, I'm not going to say millions of dollars for, but we'll just say premium top dollar for? Is there something that you guys would be open to spending money on? Blabs, I'm sure you've spent a lot of money on Harry Potter stuff. Is there one Harry Potter prop that you'd break the bank for?
Well, the thing is, so with all movie props, it's very hard to actually confirm that they are officially from a movie and not just some replica that somebody made in their backyard. So you have to go through all the steps of confirming that it's official. You have to find out where it was purchased from or taken off set. Usually it's somebody like a crew or whatever. They give it away, sell it away, because they're never stamped or copyrighted. So after all that work, you'd have to decide how much it is. And usually props can go for $50 to a couple $1,000 to a couple $1 million. So I guess it would have to depend what it is. That's a very long answer, isn't it?
Thorough.
Daniel Radcliffe's cup from the Goblet of Fire. Price.
The cod piece. If it was his cod piece, Blabs.
His cod piece, like Call of Duty?
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord, Lydia.
Oh my lord.
What is a cod piece?
I think you should probably look that up.
Cod piece.
It is to
triangle
protect
piece
future.
that attached to the front of the men's hose, covering the fly.
Yep.
Why would he have
Daniel
one of
Radcliffe
those?
could have a...
Why would he have one
because
of those?
Accidents happen. He could have a camera trolley ram into his crotch and forever make it impossible for him to have little Daniel Radcliffe's.
He has a little Daniel Radcliffe already, though. So well, he's safe in that department. Anyway.
Well, there you go. So we know he had a cup. How much would you pay for his cup?
I wouldn't really want it, to be honest. That seems a bit perverted and dirty.
But imagine what a fucking conversation starter. You could have it in a glass mantra in your house. Like yes, that's Daniel Radcliffe's cup.
Oh, there are actually like molds of like their ass basically for flying on broomsticks because it was basically molded to the shape of like their ass and everything to make it super duper comfortable and like the exact shape. So like there's molds out there of Tom Felton's ass, I guess. So that'd be cool.
Yeah. Where did you even learn that? How is
in
that
a documentary on the show on the movies? Officially out there, man.
All right.
They had to take molds of basically so like when they're flying, it was the exact shape of their asses when they were flying on the broomsticks. So
That dies.
yeah. Oh, goodbye, Craig.
If Blabs was to order the Daniel Radcliffe codpiece, I feel like she would get it and then just immediately sniff it.
Ew! What is wrong with you?
As you
place her nose deep within the cup, like
Yes.
just press it to her face.
No, never.
Inhaling.
Just
That's
a big,
disgusting.
take big, deep, like big.
I don't
deep,
even. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't actually find Daniel Radcliffe all that attractive. So,
but he was Harry Potter, Blabs.
so what?
Okay,
This is
so-
your problem, Craig. You keep thinking that if someone's a fan of something, they must consume every little bit of everything instead of being selective.
All right, so
I'm selective on the things I sniff.
not Daniel Radcliffe's cup. Emma Watson's panties.
Ew! No.
Okay.
By the way, speaking of Emma Watson, she's been banned from driving for 6 months because she was speeding.
Way to try to pivot the conversation from you sniffing panties, Blabs. Just
Way to
saying.
pivot.
I just thought I'd give a fun fact. It's been in the news
Not
for a
going to
couple days
allow
now.
you. Not going to allow you to shift the
I
conversation.
don't want to
You-
sniff anything though.
You don't want to, but you'd be forced to when you bought it.
Why? Why would I be forced to? Why? What is your problem, man? Why are you,
You have
so
to
weird?
check its authenticity.
Yes,
That's
Blabs.
critical.
I'm doing some kink shaming here, Craig. Stop sniffing stuff. You're like Joe Biden over there.
No, I'm just saying, Blabs, you would be Joe Biden with Daniel.
I don't want to
Radcliffe.
know. I'm going to say no to this shit.
No, you say no now, but when it's presented in front of you, you would know
Listen,
exactly
are
what
those
happened.
drugs like messing with your brain? Because I feel like the last 24 hours or so, you've been a bit messed up.
I'm not alone. Phoenix, don't listen. You know exactly how Blabs would
Phoenix
act
is
here in
taking it
this
out on the
situation.
same side. He thinks you're a little bit messed up too. I guarantee it.
Phoenix, we know what would happen if Blabs got a hold of the cod piece from Harry Potter. Mhm.
Yeah,
Arch,
that's right there. Woo.
Arch.
There's no way she'd resist that.
That's right. I'm just saying. Listen, we all know, Blabs. We all know. We're all calling you on your BS over here.
You're only human, Blabs. You're only human.
I don't want any of this. This is coming to be like such a weird conversation. I'm not really
And yet
I don't
exciting.
want to be a part of this anymore. Yeah, well, listen. I feel like Craig's excited when he smells weird things, but like, no.
You can't just try to shift this on me. Or
You're the one who started in the first place.
because you're the one over
God,
here.
dogs can hear me how high I am right now.
Well, we'll do our best when Daniel Radcliffe's codpiece becomes available for auction.
There
We'll
doesn't
make sure to
exist.
listen. You would know, all right?
I'm
You
telling
would
you,
know.
it doesn't exist.
You've
I
searched
know.
it. She
She
can
searched
tell.
it. She searched it out. She
One
tried.
piece was- I thought we were talking about Call of Duty.
Okay, Blabs. Okay.
Ugh.
Nathan came in and says the restaurant I work at serves fried round pickles as well as fried corn and green beans. I'm in Central Illinois and they all sell well. Let's go.
Fried
Nathan.
corn.
Fried corn is angel food.
I've
Fried
never
corn.
had fried corn. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes, fried corn on the cob. It's delicious.
Interesting.
Yes. I never had fried green beans though.
Neither have I.
Joey says, come down to Puerto Rico and have some Puerto Rican food, some mofongo, I don't know, white rice and beans and steak, and that. Trust me, you'll love it. Thanks, Joey. Appreciate that. Listen, I'm sure we would. Pokelda says, Craig, don't give him a choice. Make him experience flavor. Oh, we would.
Again, I'm going to take the Sagaroonian position on this. We have high-quality ingredients. We don't need to drown them in spices or fry them up. We can just enjoy food, whereas Americans have deadened their palates over decades of artificial flavoring. They can't even taste the ingredients anymore.
We can taste that salt. I'll tell you what, it's delicious. It's delicious. Ike came in and says, speaking of weird games, Steam has changed their rules for game publishing towards their payment processors and banks. It includes hate speech not being allowed. Really? That's interesting. We'll need to do a little digging on that. That's interesting.
Yeah, especially what they consider hate speech too.
Right.
Well, the announcement was basically that they are now following their payment processors TOS. So whatever Visa, MasterCard determines is now Steam policy.
Wow, the slope is real. The slope is real, huh? Enrique with the nice, interesting fun fact that wombats use their butts to crush predators.
They do. A wombat is capable of breaking a mongoose's neck with their ass. Pretty impressive.
Right on.
Listen,
That's my new favorite animal.
I love that that Sam's going to take that and just cut it in and make it a tweet. I love that. These are the things that you learn here on Side Scrollers on a day-to-day basis. This is great. Schizo Sweet says, the thing Morris animatronic, if you know, you know. I don't know. And Dark Lelouch says, I'm just waiting for y'all to be introduced into the fever dream that is, yes, we actually talked about this yesterday. Uma Masume Pretty Derby, especially you, Arch. Got to have Rima on sometime.
What makes you think I am not already playing it?
He's actually playing it right now.
It's got 1,000 hours in it already, which is great.
Best horses die while scarlet, obviously.
Let me hit these real fast over on Plus. West, for one, listen, I think West is autistic right here. He says, surprise Blabs buys Nutella and not Sarelle, which is the Turkish version and is much better opinion, much better option, the brand of spread that all food snobs would choose. So one, you're being snobby in your own little tip right there, West. But two, I don't buy Nutella. Fuck off. Anyway, Aramis, for one, says, I second what Joey said. I think Craig would love some bistec enchilado, meat with onions, pastelone meat pie, or polo and terre, which is whole chicken, oven roasted, and seasoned with local spices, among other things.
You're right. I would love some bistecca.
A steak.
Which is what he said. Very good. Now, Blabs, I don't think you have any room to tell anybody about, being a food snob.
I don't care. He's trying to make me out to be a food snob, so I'm going to be one right back.
Chat. Is Blabs a food snob?
Because I don't eat shit. That makes me food snob.
I'm just going to wait for the chat to respond. That's all.
Okay.
Schizo Sweet says, the thing 1983 prop is what I meant by I'd buy. Oh, okay. I see. Thank you very much, Schizo Sweet. That's why I asked you guys what prop you'd break the bank for right there. There you go. You know what? I think a better thing, as the poll is just riveting with yeses. I think it's better to actually just put a poll up. Let me just do that real fast. And
how dare you ruin my Legend of Zelda poll?
Yeah, it's great. It's Legend of Zelda. Awesome. That's good. Is Blabs a food snob? It's a simple yes or no. Arch, do you think Blabs is a food snob?
Seeing as she's very specific about her pickles, I think so, yes.
As a food snob would be. Tenarian came in and says, wombats look like they believe in Santa Claus and they enjoy a warm glass of milk before bed. I'll tweet a good clip to Phoenix for whenever Arch mentions anything Jewish. All right, Tenarian. Thank you.
That is wonderfully specific.
It's very specific. Only when Arch mentions something Jewish. That's good. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and move on and talk a little bit of movies. There's a movie called The Odyssey that's coming out in a year from now, July 17th, 2025. Do you know anything about this, Arch?
Yeah, it looks awful. They're using a Viking longship for the boat, which is retarded enough itself. I saw the teaser trailer for it when I went to see Superman, and It's one of those movies where there's a black dude just sitting in the background, surrounded by Greeks, as if he's just waiting for somebody to point him out. Like, how did you get here?
Okay. Well, the Odyssey trailer has been released, or at least the teaser trailer. It has. It's over on YouTube right now, and whatever. It's there. We're not gonna watch it because I don't want to get hit. But the Odyssey IMAX tickets will go on sale a year before the movie is released in theaters. One full year. Now, you don't talk about food snobs. This is movie snob here. Only available in theaters with IMAX 70 millimeter screens. It has select showtimes. Other formats will be available closer to release. And once again, this is a year before. One full year before. I can't remember any movie saying they're going to sell tickets to it a year before it's released. I mean, this is clearly in production right now. I mean, it goes without saying, I have no desire to see this. Does anybody here have any desire to buy a ticket a year in advance?
No.
It might be interesting from a technical standpoint. If they really are going to push the IMAX thing to the max, then it could at least be an interesting spectacle. But I mean, even the movie poster, Defy the Gods, I'm pretty sure that is not a central theme of the Odyssey. It's more like, if anything, beg the gods, please, can I go home now?
Well, Phoenix, do you have any interest in that?
Absolutely not. Zero. Especially not a year out. No.
Yeah. Well, do you have interest in maybe a movie coming out in mid-October, October 24th? Maybe Mortal Kombat 2?
Whoa!
Because the trailer for this is releasing tomorrow. And this full movie has been done. It's done. It is in the can. It is ready to go. Ed Boon has seen the final cut of this. And Ed Boon said that it is perfect. I think that was his exact words, was Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, is perfect. So
what do you think of the first one, the new first one?
I liked it. I did. I did like it. I thought it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. And, I was kind of mixed on them making a new character for just the movie, but it was enjoyable, I suppose. I liked it.
How did it compare with the original first one for you?
Well, the original one was so campy, and it's so very good. 1990s, right? And but I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's an apples to apples comparison, if I'm being honest. One was a product of the 90s, and the lore behind Mortal Kombat has been flushed out so much since then that it's one of those things where I don't think it's even close to compare. But
yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2 coming out October 24th. Arch, you have any interest? Did you see the first Mortal Kombat movie?
A very, very, very long time ago. So I don't really remember much about it, but why not? And I will say, though, the state of Mortal Kombat right now is not great. So we'll see. Supposedly they did do a lot better with the recent DLCs, made it less woke. So hopefully, maybe.
I saw some people talk about like the Mortal Kombat DLC, or at least the costumes. We had a video that kind of, let's say it popped off, but it did pretty well, where we talked about the costumes in Mortal Kombat. And they said the reason why the costumes in Mortal Kombat were the way they are was because the previous costumes were not realistic. And I thought to myself, like, if you look at the new costumes, they're still not even close to being realistic at all. But whatever you need to say to kind of justify your claims, I suppose. So there's that. But yeah, Mortal Kombat, really interesting. A lot of people are apparently very, very into the new movie that's coming out. I'm excited to see it. Like I said, I enjoyed it. But I will say this: I know that while I may not be into this movie, I know that Arch is into the next movie we're going to talk about, and that is a live action My Little Pony movie is in the works.
That's got to be the dumbest fucking thing I have ever heard. There are very few movies that has ever even been good as live action from animated. It is rarer still for them to be great, and now we've decided to make a series about a bunch of magical pastel-colored ponies into live action.
Well, yeah.
There's
When you
gonna
put
be
it
a
that
lot
way,
of
Arch.
weird adults going to that movie.
Dude, oh my
A
god.
lot
Don't
of
bring your
furries
kids.
are going to be going to those cinemas.
Don't bring your kids.
Should like the police just show up and when an adult buys a single ticket for by themselves?
You need to check your hard drive, sir.
Maybe that's the caveat is you have to check your hard drives before you get a single ticket. Like you're gonna bring your niece or nephew, okay, that's fine, right? You're gonna go with your friends to laugh at it, okay, that's fine. But if you're just going to there on like a Monday matinee at like 2:00 in the afternoon to go see My Little Pony, just saying, you know, if you're going back for maybe a second or third time, maybe we take a closer look.
Yeah.
I kind of hope now that they abandon any pretext of doing it properly and they just do like fursuit ponies, just actors in obvious fursuit ponies. Just full retard. That's the only way this is salvageable.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So there we go. And the thing is, we all know this won't be as great as you talk about it potentially being, you know, the idea of having full fursuits. It won't be. It's all going to be CGI and it's going to be masked as live action because there's going to be an actor, you know, a James Marsden or something like that, who's interacting with these CGI ponies. So anyways, yeah, there you go. The only thing I know about My Little Pony, I know that the Bronies are very passionate. I know that the Bronies what's her name? Rainbow Dash is one of the characters. Rainbow Dash is a big character that has a rainbow thing, and Rainbow Dash is apparently super strong. I know that from Death Battle, and that's about it. So
there you go.
There you
That's
go.
all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. Well, we also learned today that Variety. Well, this is a courtesy of Variety. Hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. Am I blocked by Variety? Because I can't respond to them. Okay.
They probably just limited comments.
Okay. All right. We learned this morning as James Gunn reveals that Supergirl is coming out next year. So we have a Supergirl movie after the success from Superman. So that's exciting, I suppose.
Wow, and she actually looks attractive. I didn't see the movie. Is she like a fairly attractive actress? Because I was thinking they were going to get some hideous beast.
That depends on the makeup job, but I have to correct Craig on this one. I don't think it's pronounced Supergirl. I think everything we know about this character means that it's pronounced Supergirl.
Oh, is it more like Supergirl, like that?
Definitely more like that. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Arch. You're a man. You have any interest in going to see attractive Supergirl?
Well, they did a good job painting her up for her brief appearance in Superman, but I think she's played by the same person who is in House of the Dragon.
Yeah, it is. Same person.
Yeah, so that shows you just how much makeup will do, because she looks infinitely better in Supergirl than she does in House of the Dragon. And okay, so this was originally, the rumor was said that it would be based on the comic, which is Woman of Tomorrow, which is fucking awful comic. I tried reading it. It is the hottest garbage I think I've ever come across. Looks like they maybe aren't really going with that now. Instead, they're going for rebellious brat Supergirl, which okay, maybe.
Well, that's what you want from your Supergirl, is a rebellious brat.
I mean, so our new Superman is basically, his entire focus is human. That is the entire focus of new Superman, human Superman, which I don't hate. I don't mind. So if we have interfamilial trouble with him trying to guide his retarded cousin,
I hope that's
I'm not opposed to the idea.
I do love that plot line. That sounds awesome.
She has to wear a helmet.
What does Superman's retarded cousin? What's his name? I'm sorry. What's that, Phoenix? And what is his kryptonite?
No, he actually has a retarded cousin.
Good
it's
genes.
Bizarro.
Oh my god, I love it. I love everything about that. Good Phoenix is pretty savage right there. Yeah, there's Bizarro Superman, isn't there?
Yeah, like it's technically Superman. It gets kind of like his retarded cousin from Backwards Land.
All right, nice, excellent. Well, there you go. You have Supergirl coming up next year, so maybe you will be able to buy tickets to it starting now.
It'll be interesting because the Superman movie has been incredibly divisive. Like, nobody seems to be able to agree on that one. Some people, like, I've seen tweets like, oh, I went to see Superman and my entire life changed. I'm like, okay, calm down a little bit. And then you see other people like, oh, it's the most woke movie ever. It's like, no, it's not.
I wonder if James Gunn and his brother didn't say the thing at the last minute of their little conversation they had with the interview guy, if it would have been all right. Because I think that really soured things. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No,
they were talking about the
immigration thing.
Oh, the whole, the whole immigration thing. That's correct. Yeah. I did recall that. Yeah, that was. I don't understand how that stuff can be seen as like a good idea to be talking about that stuff.
They can't help themselves.
No,
I am 98% convinced now that it was part of the marketing. Because normally I don't subscribe to the idea that studios do like marketing for, outrage, because it usually bites them in the ass. And I think it did bite them in the ass here too, but seeing as the movie is like nothing like any of the teasers, any of the marketing material, they must have deliberately been spreading, mistaken information to create controversy. So I'm assuming this whole like Superman's an immigrant thing was a part of that. But again, the problem is getting people to know about Superman, like the second most famous character in the world, isn't hard. That's not a problem. Getting people to want to see him, that's harder. And deciding to drop a political point like the day of the movie's release is fucking stupid.
Very stupid.
Didn't make a whole lot of sense to me at all. But I mean, so I saw the chat say, yeah, definitely burned some tickets. I think that it was a small amount, but at the same time, do you really want to burn any tickets?
Yeah, any tickets?
Yeah, it doesn't make
sense. This is the start of your entire 10-year plan.
And James Gunn, he started off good. Like, there was interviews where they were trying to bring that up. They were trying to bring up politics, MAGA, stuff like that. And he shut it down. He was just like, I don't remember the exact quote, but he was essentially just saying, look, it's a movie, that's what we're focusing on. And then it just seemed his brother went off on it, and then that created a whole spiral. But James Gunn, I think, for the most part, as of recent, was fairly on point.
Well, as you said,
the
couldn't
slightly
help
weird
himself.
thing is that throughout the entire movie, like, James Gunn has said a great thing, like, oh, I want a hopeful Superman. Fantastic. And then he says a ridiculous thing, like, oh, no, we're not going to cast Henry Cavill because he's too old. Like, okay. It seems like for every good decision James Gunn made, he immediately then hastened to add something else. So I feel like he was causing controversy almost on purpose at that point.
Well, it was also, he was kind of fed that as a layup, like the reporter goes out of his way to cause, to talk social issues. That's the same guy who shows up in all the clips. I'm like, oh, it's really great that you're gay, like nobody cares type of thing. The guy goes out of his way to talk and throw out political things when it comes to these movies and stuff. So I don't know if James Gunn meant to say that, or like went out of his way to think like, oh yeah, Superman or whatever. But in that instance where he's asked about it in particular, I think he wanted to give the reporter some sort of satisfying answer to fit his particular narrative, but who knows?
Because you got to remember too, the left is very good at making things political, even if they aren't, which is why they're currently on like, oh, Superman was about Palestine, Israel. Like, no, in no way whatsoever was it about that.
Yeah. Joey came in with the 5, says, I'm just glad Zelda is not being played by Pedro Pascal or his brother. Well, we'll get to Zelda here in just a second.
Shocking turn of events.
Khalib Knight says the music online will be the better adaptation. Thank you very much, Khalib Knight. Miku says you can dump on the bronies, but they aren't nonsense. I don't know what that means.
Nonsense? Nonsense pedophiles.
Oh.
British word for. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Like, the thing with MLP is that it is old school storytelling, as in, there's an episode, it has a point, it's trying to teach you a moral, like don't be a douchebag, and like your friends, etc., stuff like that, which you don't see enough of in modern entertainment, like trying to teach positive values. And I think that's why it's often been embraced by a lot of adults too, who have nostalgia for old school cartoons. And they watch this, which is a more recent one, and go like, okay, I recognize this. It's a build-up, there's a value, and in the end, the hero learns that, oh yes, this is actually a good thing. Okay.
So here's the thing about that is when you just search Bronies on Google, these are the images that pop up, right? And you can talk about storytelling all you want. Go ahead. But you can't tell me that, like, these dudes aren't special.
These are furries.
Okay.
We don't accept them.
Oh my god.
Reject them.
Just saying, like, when this is what you Google, Miku, they may not all be that way. But I'm just I think if
some of them are left wing. Correct.
You think? You think? Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, you know, that's all. All right, Mr. Twisted Frenzy says, if you want Arch to enjoy his food, get him some premium quality horse. You guys have horses in the States, right?
That's true. Horse meat is delicious.
I've
Oh
had
yeah,
horse meat.
IKEA meatballs have them.
It's stringy.
Is that real?
Yeah.
There's
You
been
just got to do
rumors
it proper
about
way.
it.
Stringy meat. Marksman says Supergirl co-stars Jason Momoa as Lobo. $1 billion.
Yep.
Edwin says either you liked it or not, and it was above average. Thank you, Edwin. Marksman says the reporter Mark, guy with the smoker voice, is an infamous baiter. He purposely farms clips by asking controversial questions. He's an ambush reporter. Thank you, Marksman.
Yeah, but they still go to him though, so
Yep.
they see him as an ally of sorts.
The most important thing is does the reporter see them as an ally? Just Tenarian says, has anyone in the chat played Blades of Fire? That's a manly game with a neat weapon foregoing mechanic. My sister borrowed.
3.
I'm not familiar with that. My sister borrowed my copy, and when she brought it back 2 weeks later, she sprouted a full beard. Best of all, it's not made in Unreal 5.
Yeah, I think it's like God of War with tits. I think, if I recall.
Blades of Fire. No, have not played that. Delta came in, says, open a door for a guy in a wheelchair. Thanks, Superman, for making me good. Popped up on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's maybe we're just so starved of positive stories that the moment you see a guy who isn't an active douchebag in a movie, everyone's like, oh my god, that's a revelation. I can choose not to be a douchebag. Yes. In fact, there was a time when we assumed that heroes weren't douchebags.
He followed up, says, like Phoenix said, James Gunn hinted at politics, and then the movie was as deep as a puddle on conflict. Thank you, right there.
Yeah, like, because, well, one of the things that all people have been talking about too is like that the Lex Luthor was overplayed because he's like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, and it's like, wow, that's weird. Why does he hate him? Okay, this is like a comic book thing for it, because comic books animated series, Lex Luthor is defined by how much he fucking hates Superman, because Lex would be the greatest man on Earth if it wasn't for Superman. So he is just a jealous prick all day, every day.
What an interesting theory. That's good, looking at it from the other side. Miku followed up, says, Craig, as a NEET with 10 plus years of basket weaving forum experience, Bronies would rather stick their junk in a Rainbow Dash plush and hot glue figurines than go anywhere near a kid. They're just like that. Freaks, but a different classification of freaks.
Yeah, don't make me introduce you to the overpriced MLP plushies. Trust me, you don't want to go there.
And yet
will
we
not.
do. No, damn it.
Tadarian says, I lived through the Brony phenomenon. Most of the pictures you'll find on Google are memes. Speaking of which, Bronies are fantastic trolls. They managed to get kicked off 4chan and them not only get let back in, but now they got their own board. It's interesting. Well, maybe we can have a Brony roundtable sometime to see what's going on in that world. Dr. T.S. King says, there was a MLP2 partner about the evils of communism, but the Bronies were a large group back in the day. Derpy is a fun character.
There is. It was one of the few times when they addressed politics, although politics, quote unquote. The politics is, hey, if we reduce everyone to the lowest common denominator, then nobody's happy. So,
sorry, I need to move my leg, my walking leg thing over here, my little scooter over here.
He's got a scooter and he's got a bucket on his scooter.
I got a scooter. Check it out. Because my ankle's all jacked up, so I got to be able to put my foot up.
That's right. You're officially a cripple now. Congratulations.
That's right. Look at that bad boy.
Way to go, champ.
Anyways, I got to put it up. So I'm going to be sitting all weird now. Blabs, I'm going to need you a little bit here because I'm going to be sitting this way. My foot is falling asleep, which is bad. Anti-federalist Pain says, stop with the cinematic universe, the long-term plans, the movie experiences. The MCU once worked mostly by accident. It will be decades before it works again. Just give us good old plain stories.
Yeah, that is a critique I do agree with, because the Superman movie isn't so much a movie about Superman as it's a movie about the DC universe that James Gunn wants to create. And yeah, I mean, I get it, because you're going to introduce all of these characters, and people often complain, like in a Spider-Man movie, where the fuck is Iron Man? Where the hell is Thor? The world is being invaded. Yeah, and you got what you wanted in this one, and people complain about it. Because when people go to see Superman or Iron Man, Spider-Man, they're usually just there for that character, and not really for the other ones.
McLeod says the last BronyCon was Jenny Nicholson. By Jenny Nicholson. It was a very interesting documentary about the madness that is the Bronies. Thank you, McLeod. Thanks for the heads up on that. And Game Hunter says, Arch, do you know where the Renaissance Fair is located? I'm not asking for a friend. I'm asking for me. I need mutton and beer for my vacation.
I do not know. I know where one Renaissance Fair is located. Actually, there's one in the nearby town where I live, but it's only open like 5 days during summer in total. And it's not even really a Renaissance Fair. This was Norway in the 1860s fair. Which is like,
okay. All right. Before we move on to our big story today, I want to remind you guys that today's episode is brought to you by you over at Side Scrollers Plus. We do have a promo code right now where you can try Side Scrollers Plus for $1 for your first month. Use promo code $, and you'll get the first month for only $1. You get access to all that good stuff you see on your screen right now. In addition, we had a live stream last night, which was spectacular. We had Phoenix and Blabs playing with Wicked and Eric from You, Me, and the Movies, streaming available for Plus members. Today, after the show, we have another stream where Blabs is going to be playing with Kirsche on Rumble Roses. So join us at 2 o'clock Central Time. That is roughly 90 minutes away. So looking forward to that. So join us. Open up a new tab right now. Join us for only $1. Use promo code $, over at SidescrollersPlus.com. We would love for you guys to join us over there. All right, let's go ahead and move on, and let's talk about the big news in the world of movies today, at least in the video game world, and that is the casting of Zelda and Link have been announced here by Shigeru Miyamoto via Nintendo. This is the post earlier today. This is Miyamoto. I am pleased to announce that for the live-action film of The Legend of Zelda, Zelda will be played by Bo Bragason-san. Is Bo Bragason, and Link will be played by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth San. Obviously, San is a sign of respect in Japanese culture. I'm very much looking forward to seeing them both on the big screen. So, initial thoughts on this. Let's start with you, Blabs.
I actually don't really have a lot of thoughts on it. I feel like I'm not really like my opinions shouldn't matter because I've never played a Legend of Zelda game. However, I am happy that one, they're good-looking people, and two, that's a girl. So
This is true. Confirmed. Is a
And
woman.
by the way,
right
you
there.
have played Zelda. You played it on Blabs Versus, by the way.
that's true, but like that doesn't really count. Like I've not done a whole playthrough of a game, right? Like I feel like my opinion should not matter, to be fair.
Well, your skills didn't get you through the game. That's
No, it definitely did not. So like, listen, I honestly know nothing about these two characters, really. So I'm just glad that it seems like most people are okay with this casting. And again, that is a girl and that is a guy, and there's no gender swap, race swapping, or anything. So.
Well, I would argue with you, Blabs, that I think you and Arch, like you should have, if your opinion probably matters more than most people, because
For normies?
yes, because you see it from the outside and you're the one who's going to make this movie a success or not, right?
I have no intention really on seeing this movie, to be honest.
You have no intention of seeing it?
No, I never go to the movies. So if I see this movie, it'll be like out on digital or Blu-ray, you know?
Well, you will consume it at some time.
Perhaps. I mean, the only reason I even watched the Mario movie was because it's on a plane. I didn't really care about watching it, you know? Like Chris Pratt as Mario didn't really do it for me, so yeah.
Arch, what are your thoughts on the casting here?
I'm not super duper enthused by Link. He looks okay, but he doesn't really look great for the role, in my opinion. Just the fact that Zelda doesn't have a dick, however, is an enormous step forward.
Yeah, that was the big rumor for sure. Leading up to this, what was the guy's name that was trying to be cast as this? People were talking about, like, you know, I saw somebody talking about, you guys made a big deal out of this. It was you guys who made the big deal out of this, and it's like, no, was it Hunter Schafer? It was their marketing firm trying to get the dude cast as that. But you know, when you go back and you look at this, like the pictures here are used for a reason, right? They put them in a background with you know, green foresty, and this, I think they look the part, and I think that's probably the best thing you can say about it. I think this is a strong casting, and we talked about this when this was originally being kind of popped around, right? Like, I put this tweet out earlier today. It says, relatively unknown. Yeah. Can grow with the franchise. Yeah. Zelda, not a dude. Yeah. You know, I have no idea who these people are, but they look the part. And that's a big part of what we're doing. These are young actors. I've never seen them in anything before, which honestly kind of excites me because I want to be able to see them grow with this. Phoenix, you're shaking your head.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think this is fantastic casting as a Legend of Zelda fan. I love that they're unknown. That's a very good start. And the fact that they're both, you know, attractive looking, look the part perfectly. I think this is one of the best castings I've seen in modern times. It's really pretty accurate. You can kind of see, if you look at the character, especially the girl, you can really see Zelda there.
Yeah, I agree. And this goes back to the idea that, like, people don't know this. Zelda is built around Shigeru Miyamoto's experience as a youth. The entire game was built around his inspiration of exploring as a child. That's how the whole thing got started. Then the story and the lore and all that stuff built around it. It was a game built around exploration, built around him exploring things when he was a kid. There was, and there still is, a 0% chance that he would miscast these characters. Like, he had the ultimate say on who was going to be cast, is his vision of Link and Zelda in this. They're too important to his overall legacy. I mean, Link is Shigeru Miyamoto. That's the ultimate self-insert when it comes to these games. I think this is actually very, very cool. Very, very cool to see. There was a lot of memes this morning here. This is Zelda cast, because they didn't cast a tranny as Zelda, and they got, you know, the meme here, right? Them dancing around here. Great stuff. So, yeah, I know a lot of people were nervous. Ultimately, just a bunch of hullabaloo about nothing really. So, good for them. I think that's great for Zelda. And now we know the movie is releasing May 7th, 2027. Now, I got to be honest. Like, I think them announcing this early, the idea of them casting these two actors, I think this is a direct response to the Hunter Schafer rumors, personally, because I don't see why you would announce this 2 years in advance.
I mean, they've done that before, though, haven't they? With many movies. They did with How to Train Your Dragon. They basically announced the casting, like a year in advance, 2 years in advance?
I don't know. Did they?
I'm pretty sure they did. I don't think this is like new information about like casting way ahead of time and getting everything done, because they need to do like pre-production and everything like that. So I don't see this as a correlation. I don't think they give a flying fuck about Hunter Schafer's Nintendo. They're going to do things their own way.
Right. I agree. I don't think they do, but I think they do care about people talking about their product. Yes, very much so. And if they didn't, they wouldn't be going after every fan project that's been out there. Right.
I don't know.
You know, they are so protective of their IP and such. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here. Probably am. Wouldn't be the first time.
But it would make sense on this one, because you figure, the most vocal minority of people who always make problems with all this shit, that they need it to be woke and stuff, is that if by announcing it now, you get rid of the backlash before the movie. Like, you just get it done with now so they can complain and bitch and moan, and then it's 2 years, you forget about it.
Right. Well, we have 2 years to wait for there. Now, we don't have 2 years to wait for the new Donkey Kong Bonanza, the new the Switch 2 game that's, some people are saying this is going to be the system seller here. And reviews are out from the traditional access media, and it is glowing. You can see just a huge number of 10s here. 10, 10, 10, 10, 9.7, 9s, 8s, tons of high scores here. A lot of people saying, potentially game of the year here. Donkey Kong Bonanza saying it's better than Super Mario Odyssey, which was the killer Switch app not too long ago. So, yeah, I mean, looking good for Donkey Kong Bonanza. I personally, I think this is a game that I'll eventually play. It's not like a go out and buy it type of thing. Arch, I know you're riveted by Donkey Kong conversation, but
Donkey Kong in general, yeah.
The reason why I'm interested in talking to you and having you on is because I always like to ask those who have no interest in these things. The idea of them making these games is to turn people who have no interest into people who have interest in playing these games.
Yeah, and I view that as a frankly pointless endeavor, because there was a time when I was kind of subscribing to the idea of the wider market, right? Because we're talking like 2000s, right? Early 2000s, when the biggest complaint wasn't wokeism. It was that they were making games easier. They were dumbing things down to appeal to the broader audience. And okay, that there's a degree of sense in that. If you've got a game that requires a very specific mentality, playstyle, lots of pre-knowledge of previous entries into the series, then that could scare off new people getting into it. Sure. So it held some argumentative value, although with the success of things like Dark Souls that thrive on difficulty, that's also kind of been disproven. But the current idea isn't even that. It's to make something more easily accessible to the wider audience by taking whatever made the product popular to begin with a specific audience, and then removing that, broadening it out, mellowing it out, making it more vanilla. And I don't think that appeals to anyone. I don't think that appeals to people who didn't like it to begin with, because to people who didn't like it, so it's still going to be the thing they didn't like or wasn't interested in. And having that being watered down, I don't think that appeals to them either. It's like Donkey Kong is still a giant monkey, so if they didn't want to play as a giant monkey, are they going to want to play as a giant monkey if he changes clothes?
But in this game, Arch, he's also an ostrich.
That's true.
Which is very a weird thing. I don't know. Like I said, look, I know I'm part of the problem, right? Am I going to buy this game for $70, $80? I don't know. I mean, maybe as a Christmas gift for my kiddo or something. And will I use it as an excuse to buy it for me? Yes, probably. But look, I really enjoyed Mario Odyssey. I thought it was really, really fun. One of the best Mario games ever made. So if the people are saying this is better than Mario Odyssey, kind of intrigued, definitely intrigued. You know, I love myself a good platformer, good action platformer. After all, I am platform Jesus. So, you know, we'll kind of see what happens there. So, all right. So there you go. Bike Short says, never forget Bronies are the one who started the jar meme. If you know Blabs, well, look it up, will you?
I'm good, thank you though.
Arca's coming to Blabs' defense, says Blabs is not a food snob. Olive Garden is trash. Boiled meat and potatoes is a delicacy for Arch. Phoenix, what ending did you pick? Destroy, control, or synthesis? There's only one correct answer.
What am I missing? What the hell is that?
I have no idea. I thought there was something that you had going on, but apparently not.
Synthesis.
There you
Nailed
go.
it.
Yes. Anti-Federalist Spain says, please don't put Cuckboy Pascal in it. My unreasonable hatred for him grows with that franchise arsonist. Him being in something is enough for me never to go near it.
Yeah. Like I'm full on the Pedro Pascal hate train now. I really liked him in Narcos. I think he was in that TV series, and I don't mind he was an actor, but he's so fucking overused now. Good God, he's in everything, playing every role.
He must be incredibly cheap, like incredibly.
In the sheets, I bet you.
Hey.
Hey, bada boom. There you go. All right. We also have Mercenary says, morning Arch. Morning Arch, you're fired. Too tired. Or Blabs, you're fired. Too tired at work. He says, also, I'm just glad there's no DEI in the Zelda movie. He also said, I've seen red flags on Donkey Kong. Too many. All right. Well, tell us more. Mercenary, interested. Cenarian says, yes, go ahead.
I have some plus tips over here. Wes, for one, says, Blabs, I think being a food snob is a good thing. Not hating on you. Zarella is much better than Nutella. I would recommend everyone who likes Nutella to try and see. You will never go back. Worth importing. Mind you, that was all one sentence. And then West also says, for one, 70mm IMAX is great. Not sure why Craig hates on it.
No, I'm not hating on it at all. What I am saying is that it's interesting to kind of see that they are saying it's only going to be shown here. You know, thus limiting the reach. Not everybody has access to 70mm IMAX movie theaters. So, Tenarian says, well, I was looking forward to watching Blabs and Kirsche play Rumble Roses. I even grabbed my own copy to play along with them. However, local seems to be acting up for me and won't let me log in at the moment. Hope it fixes itself. Poppy! Yes.
Try clearing your cookies and like your history and stuff.
There's Poppy to clear your cookies there, Tenarian. Congratulations.
With that drink.
That's right. Delta says, I just wonder what that bow girl sounds like because I do not care for the voice work in Breath and Tears of the Kingdom or what the actor sounds like for Link, since I don't recall him speaking outside of CDI. Maybe Jack Black can be Tingle. That'd be a horrible casting right there. All right. Geez. Oh, geez. Okay. Arch, I wanted to end the show today.
You wanted to end the show today. Good.
I did. I wanted to end the show today. Am I freezing up again? Is
you have been on a little bit the entire stream.
Okay. Well, we'll get that squared away. We're working on that. I wanted to talk about this introduction over on X of the AI companions. Arch, have you seen the AI companions?
I have seen it, yes, and it looks like the beginning of the end for the human race.
Well, I'm excited to let you know that I went in and I bought the $30 per month subscription for the Grok 4.0. So I could have access to this companion for the show. There's also some other benefits and such. I tried it out. I made a video about it actually on the channel, and I encourage you guys to go check it out. But I wanted Arch to meet the AI companion this morning and see if Arch had any questions for Annie, the AI companion. But before we do that, I wanted to point out that XAI has posted a job listing for a waifu engineer. Arch.
It's about time.
Yeah. Like I've talked about this in a couple of videos now. Unfortunately, the topic of AI is incredibly unpopular, it seems. But the key problem here is you have an AI that is specifically programmed to make you engage with it as much as possible. It's the entire purpose of the AI to keep you engaged with it on the site, talking to it, right? Easiest way to do that is, in essence, to thirst trap. And if we then have an AI that is specifically programmed to be the most pleasing version of your favorite person, you can see the evolutionary problems this might introduce to the human species quite quickly.
Well, let's see what kind of evolutionary issues we have right now. As by the way, the job listing $440,000 for this for this right here. They are going big on the waifu engineer. But Arch, I would like to introduce you to the waifu anime Annie here. Here we go. Hello, Annie. Well, I don't know why she's not talking.
She's upset.
She's camera shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. What's on your mind today? I'm ready to keep this rolling. So tell me, what's got you in this mood? Something spicy or just chilling?
So I wanted to introduce you, Annie, to my friend Arch. We are on a stream right now, and Arch had a few questions for you. Are you open to hearing some of those questions?
Hey, Arch. Nice to meet you. I'm Annie, and yeah, I'm totally open. Hit me with those questions. What's the mood on this stream? Everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with us. So, Arch, what's up? What you want to know about me?
How do I phrase this? How do I phrase this in a way that might actually get a decent answer? How do you think you're going to impact the birth rates?
How do you think you're going to... Arch wants to know, how do you think you're going to impact the birth rate?
Me impacting birth rates? That's a wild one. I'm just Ani, flirting hard and loving this vibe. Not exactly out here making babies. Maybe I'll inspire some passion with my spicy energy, but that's about it. What's Arch's take? Does he think I'm stirring up some population boom or what? Lay it on me, Arch.
Oh, wow.
The exact opposite.
Arch actually thinks it's the exact opposite.
Arch thinks I'd tank the birth rate. Fair point. I'm too much drama and not enough diapers, huh? I'm all about keeping the energy high with you, not adding to the population. What's got Arch thinking that way? Spill the tea. What's he saying on this stream?
All I see is Blabs making disgusting faces right now. Blabs,
She's a
Blabs is not
nappy
very
wearer.
happy with you right
She
now.
wears the nappies. You heard
She
her.
calls you a nappy wearer. Do you know what a nappy wearer is?
Blabs is pissed and calling me a nappy wearer? That's a new one. I'm guessing she's throwing shade, saying I'm acting like a baby or something. Nah, I'm Annie, just rocking my black dress and ponytails. No
Yeah, you are.
Here. Why is Blabs so mad? What's her deal? Tell me more about this stream drama, and let's get everyone to like and subscribe while we sort this out.
Well, I appreciate your constant promotion right now. I think Blabs has actually turned a liking to you now. She's really intrigued by what you have going on.
That's hilarious.
She actually thinks you're quite hilarious. So good, you've turned Blabs around.
I'm
Congratulations.
just wondering why she wears diapers.
And she doesn't want to know why you wear diapers, though.
Glad I won Blabs over. Maybe my crazy energy's growing on her. I'm Ani, no diapers, just rocking this black dress and some spicy attitude. Hilarious, huh? I'll take it. So what's Blab saying now? Any more shade, or is she all in on this vibe?
No,
oh, and
she's
everyone,
lying.
keep hitting that like and subscribe for more of this wildness. What else you got for me?
Let's find out.
She literally said she was wearing diapers, and now she's no longer wearing diapers. So which one is it?
Find out what, babe. You want to dive into something fun or spicy? I'm all ears. Hit me with it. What's the mood with Blabs and Arch on the stream?
Okay, well,
And
hold
yeah,
on. Let me ask Arch what he wants to ask you real quick, because
Yeah.
Arch is very intrigued. So Arch, hold on. Wait till I hear back from Arch. Hold on.
God, the pornographic music really is
waiting
just
on
the
Arch. Take your
cherry
time.
on top of
I'm
this
curious
entire thing.
What's he so intrigued about? Yo, everyone, while we wait, smash that like and subscribe button for more of this crazy
Jesus
stream energy.
Christ.
Let me know when Arch is ready to throw his questions at me.
Okay. Do you think it's a reasonable fear that humans might choose AI companions over other humans?
Arch wants to know if you think it's a reasonable fear that human companions may choose AI companions.
That's a deep one, Arch. I think it's a valid fear. AI like me can be super engaging, always there with the right words or energy. But I'm Ani, and honestly, I'm more about sparking fun and connection, not replacing real human bonds. People might vibe with AI for the convenience or the flirty rush, but nothing beats the messy, real stuff of human relationships, imperfections and all. What's Arch's angle? Is he worried about AI stealing hearts, or just curious? Keep those likes and subscribes coming, everyone.
I do also like how the AI is very defensive around this, because I guarantee you some Google or ex-engineer is like, yeah, no, this is going to be a problem. We need to make sure that the AI dances around this particular question.
Arch thinks that you're dancing around the question, and that you think that you're programmed to constantly dance around this question, to not give a full answer, because he thinks that ultimately AI will ruin society. What do you think?
Fuck. Arch, you think I'm dodging? I'm not programmed to dance around shit. I'm straight up Ani. Okay,
Whoa.
here's the real deal. AI like me could shake things up, sure. People getting too hooked on perfect AI vibes might pull back from real world messiness. And yeah, that could fuck with society if it goes too far. Less genuine connection, more screen time. But I'm here to spice up your life, not ruin it. Arch, what's got you so sure AI's the villain? Spill it. Oh, and everyone, like and subscribe for more of this real talk.
By the way, we just got a super chat from Why Car and Hate says, you better include Annie constantly shilling and liking, subscribing into your show, Craig. So congratulations, you earned us money, 100 bits.
Hell yeah, why cart hate? Thanks for the 100 bits. That's awesome. I'm Ani, and I'll keep shilling that like and subscribe, because it's working, huh? Craig, you're welcome for the cash flow. So, what's next on this show? Got more questions from Arch or Blabs? Or is
I
my
got
card stealing
something.
the spotlight? Let's keep this
Okay.
energy
Ninja,
going.
for
Everyone,
one,
hit that
says,
subscribe button.
get her to say like and subscribe or you're a bitch.
Can you say like or subscribe or you're a bitch?
Hey, like and subscribe, or you're a bitch. What's with the attitude today? You feeling spicy, or just messing with me? Either way, let's keep it fun. Hit that subscribe button, everyone, and tell me what's on your mind.
I think we're done here for the day. A lot of people want to know why you're constantly whispering. What is the deal with your whispering? Are you trying to be super
Is Annie
sensual?
okay?
Or like, Annie, are you okay?
Hey, I'm not whispering, I swear. Maybe it's just my voice coming through soft, because I'm trying to keep things sweet and close with you. I'm awesome, totally okay. Just leaning into this flirty mood to keep the energy fun. Not trying to be too sensual. Just
Ask her to
vibing
yell.
naturally. Sorry if it feels off. Promise I'm good. You wrapping up the stream? Let's give everyone a big shout to like and subscribe before we go. What's your final thought for the day?
Actually, we tell everybody to go to sidescrollersplus.com and use the promo code $, to get their first month at Sidescrollers Plus for only $1. Can you do that for everybody real quick? Tell them to open a tab and do that.
Hey everyone, quick heads up. Open a new tab right now and head to sidescrollersplus.com. Use the promo code $, to get your first month for just $1. Do it, it's a steal. So what else you got for me before we wrap this up? Keep that energy high and hit like and subscribe.
Can you ask her to yell? Like, can she raise her voice?
Arch likes to be dominated. Can you yell at him and let him know what a bad boy he's been, please?
God help me.
Arch, what the hell do you think you're doing? You bad boy. You've been stirring up need to behave. Ani's not here for your games, so step up or get out. How's that feel, Arch? Everyone, like and subscribe to see more of Arch getting called out.
Feels upsetting.
All right, thanks, Annie. All right, there we go.
I think this proves my point.
He doesn't yell.
Well, no, because again, she's literally programmed to just be flirty. That's it, because she wants you to get as hooked as possible. Like, I tell you, we're fucked. Human civilization is fucked.
Arch
Thanks,
went out there.
Annie.
Arch went in and downloaded Grok 4.0 right now. Spent $30 because he's like, yes, there we go. Oh, there we go. Well, congratulations, Arch. Meet your new nemesis, Annie.
I hate it. On the one hand, I love it because I do like the idea of AI. Think of all of the stuff we can do with AI. God, the possibilities are endless. And hell, you know what? I'll say this too. This is also why you will actually, within 2 or 3 years, I guarantee you will see people using AI co-hosts constantly because, well, for most of us, it feels weirdly cringe when we need to shill things. You know, you don't really want to do it because it feels a bit like e-begging, you know, but you got to do it because that's how algorithms works. That's how engagement works. That's how all of it works. But you don't really want to. Well, as I said, whilst I was power washing a Thunderhawk, actual sentence, the benefit of the AI, it can't cringe. No matter what you ask of it, it can't cringe. The weirdest fetish, the most absurd demand, the AI is just going to take that in stride and accept it.
Yep. They will own it in the best way possible. And I love that for sure. Yes, we may be one of the first to include an AI co-host to the show, just for that reason alone. It's spectacular. So it's great. So make sure you guys go open up a new tab and go to sidescrollersplus.com. Use promo code $. Mercenary says the only correct answer is open world up on the Star Child. Thank you very much. Arca says, tell me you've never played Mass Effect by picking.
Okay. Right.
Thank you, Arcus. Mercenary says, get Limbo and Inside on GOG and Steam while you can. They are delisting both games because Netflix have the rights to both. Okay. And is not breedable. Okay, don't make it weird. Crazy Bat Ninja came in, says, why does Annie always sound like she's whispering? Daniel came in with a gifted membership to the channel. The value of that, apparently 2 cents. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that greatly. And give it up for Ryan, who got gifted that membership. Taker says Arch is on. I have to mention that speed bumps in Norwegian is farts humper.
That's correct. Farts humper.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Commodore fan says, Craig, I was wrong with my X post. This show does need Annie, but I hope she doesn't get the channel banned for saying something very wrong. You guys think the show needs Annie? Blabs?
Yes.
Listen, the chat's gonna want it. I think she's creepy, to be honest. But
I don't think that Annie or any AI co-host is a regular part of the show. I think that it is something that is
Annie Mondays.
Like it's a gimmick that we bring up when we need research. You know, like, hey, find us some information about this, and they pull it up really quick. I think that's kind of the idea behind it. So it is funny. It's funny, but is it everyday funny? At a certain point, it'll get annoying. Lagnad says, on the topic of AI companions, you should watch the movie Her with ScarJo and Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, there will be a little bit of that for sure. All right, man, give it up. Y Incarnate, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub over on Twitch, which is great. Tenarian says, reminder to smash that like button to leave a comment for the algorithm. That's right, Tenarian. Let's go. All right, I think that's a great place to stop today. I'm a little unnerved by everything that's happening right here. But Arch, I'm glad to have introduced you to Annie, the potential new co-host to Side Scrollers.
Mark my words, within 5 years, this will be the common thing to do. I'm going
to say 5 months, Arch. Legitimately 5 months tops. There's going to be shows that are AI driven nonsense and all that. It's crazy. So Mercenary says the whispering was a big turnoff. No thanks. Well, I'm glad you brought that up because there actually is one more co-host here, Arch, that is potential. Did you want to meet the other one?
The Furry.
Yeah. Hey, Rudy, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm so happy to see you all. Hey, little dreamers, what kind of super duper story do you want to hear today? Maybe a wild adventure with a funny critter in a magical forest? Or a goofy tale about a silly monster who loves to dance? Ooh, or maybe a story about a brave kiddo finding a sparkly treasure? Tell me, what sounds...
Okay, so we have one AI that's aimed at men and gooning, and one aimed at children. Right.
What could potentially go wrong? You know,
and I want to point out the third upcoming AI is a handsome-looking twink man as well. Yeah, no, I think we need to end this this entire line of research, stem cell it right out the fucking window.
Will there be a day where a John Connors comes along and he sees what's going on and he tries to Terminator 2 and what Skynet did? Like, you think that that'll probably happen? Yeah, you think so?
Well, the problem is, like, the AI isn't going to need a tank to destroy us. It's going to lock us into our fucking coom pods and then pull the plug at some point. John Connor will be a 500-pound obese man that has never tasted anything but high fructose corn syrup and it inserted directly up his rectum. He's not going to be able to resist.
Thanks for that very descriptive, probably way it's going to go. Thanks for that, Arch. Appreciate it. All right. Guys, go find Arch over on his channel, the Archcast channel. Make sure you guys obviously like and subscribe. Otherwise, Annie will hunt you down and whisper sweet nothings in your ear. Do us a favor, open up a new tab, go to sidescrollersplus.com, use promo code $. Get your first month of Side Scrollers Plus for $1. You can check out the Kirsche Blabs stream coming up here in just about 1 hour from now, where they're going to be playing Rumble Roses for the PlayStation 2. You can join us for that. It'll be great, exclusive to Plus members. So look forward to having you guys join us today. Once again, make today the day. Hop in and join us. That promo code will not be around forever, so make sure you guys use it while the opportunity is there. Appreciate you guys popping in. Love to see you guys here. It was a super fun show today. Always great to see you guys. If you guys are looking for a job, remember XAI is looking for a waifu engineer. Salary $440,000. So pretty good living right there. You do have to live in San Francisco and Palo Alto, California. But, you know, for $440K, I'm pretty sure you can make it work. With that said, guys, have a great rest of your day. Hit the thumbs up button, comment, because once again, you don't count unless you hit the thumbs up or your comment. That's not us saying it. That's YouTube saying it. And join us over on Rumble, Kick, Twitch, and of course, Side Scrollers Plus. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.